Hello and welcome to the Mint introductory video. This video gives you a quick overview of the Mint platform. In each of the following sections, we are going to be going into details on all of the different sections of Mint, from the overview, the transaction, the budget, the bills, the goals, the trends, the investment, the settings, and the credit score section. Please stay tuned for more detailed breakdown of each of these sections. Welcome to the bills section. Let's look at Mint's bills section. This is a great section for you to organize your bills, to have clear visibility on what is coming due. Just like in a transaction section, Mint likes to give you a really good overview of how you look financially. So just quickly looking at the platform here or looking at the screen, just looking at the screen here at the very top, it's telling you the amount of bills that are due for the month, the cash that you actually have available. And this is really important, you guys. This is just really great information because here you can see that this is how much cash you have to fulfill these transactions and then any credit that you have available. So this is a great overview, and it's a great way for you to quickly take a look at whether or not you can financially fulfill all of the bills that you have upcoming. If this number here up top was the other way around, where my bills due was $31.23.93 and my cash available was only $29.22.65, that would be a bit of a problem because I might be in the red. So if you have a savings account somewhere else, this is a clue for you to transfer money. And staying here at the very top of the screen, the right hand side, this is something else that I really love, right? I like that here is your monthly overview. And what you have here, September 1st was yesterday. So this circle here is in fuchsia pink. I like that it's not red because red can be a little bit cliche. This is showing you that you had a bill that was due yesterday. And the one that's highlighted in black with the number 2 popping up, this is today's date. And what you also see on here are 3 dates that are highlighted in green. These represents days where Mint has automatically identified certain bills are due for you. Under transaction, if you watched my transaction video, you see that Mint tries to automate as much as possible. So it automates your transactions, it automatically categorizes expenses based on transactions. It automatically kind of tried to create a budget for you, and it also automatically tried to look for certain transactions that are bills for you. So it's almost guessing which transactions are bills. And it's not necessarily guessing, right? Because it can see that every month this particular transaction keeps appearing, so it knows that it is a bill. On the 4th, I do have a credit card that's due on the 4th. I also have 2 more credit cards that are due on the 4th. So it's categorizing those as bills for me and reminding me to make sure that I do pay them. And because I have auto pay, Mint will also mark them as paid once it is paid. On the 12th, that's another credit card that is due. Now, right over here on the 24th, there's one transaction that's in orange. Let's click on that. This is my auto transaction. Now, most of these days not circled, and that's because there's nothing due. If we click on this on September 9th, yay, nothing is due. However, you can add a bill here if it is due. I recommend that you come and you fill up as many of your bills on here as possible and use Mint to track down the progression of you making sure that all of those bills are paid. Now let's go down to this section that has all of your bills categorized with some details. Over here, you have the bill section that categorizes your bills based on what's due and what's paid. Under payments, it shows you bills that are paid, no recent payments made. And on the right hand of this section, you can add a bill. Just like you could add it here inside of the monthly calendar, you could individually add a bill right over here. And in this section, you could link your account and automatically add a bill that way. Or if you scroll down, you can add an offline bill manually. Let's try to add a bill. So for me, I am going to add my personal training. This is a bill, and the amount is $350. The due date is going to be next October 2nd. And for me, it's going to be monthly. And what I like about Mint, as you can see here, you have many different options as to how to structure your bills, whether it's weekly, monthly. Interestingly enough, my bills are actually every 4 weeks. So I wish there was an option for every 4 weeks, but for now, I would say monthly would work. We'll save this bill. And once it's saved, I can add another bill, or I can go back to my bills overview. So I'll go back to my bills overview. So now let's go to October. You see here under October, on the 2nd, here I'm not showing any bills due, but in October, you can now see that I have a bill that is due on the 2nd, personal training. I can click and mark it as pay, but I would like for Mint to start training itself to automatically pay for those bills. Or usually you want to wait until the payment shows up to actually mark it as pay. Now, how do you mark a transaction as paid? So let's take a look at, today is the 2nd. I paid my September 1st rent bill. So let's mark it as pay. I will click on mark as paid, and this window will pop up, and it will ask you, how much did you pay of your rent? The payment due and other amount. So on here, I am going to mark down that I paid $33.86. I will click continue, and it's marked as paid. What I love here, look at what just happened. It reduced my bills due by $536.65. But the cash available hasn't been reduced because the cash amount has actually not showed up yet in my account. So this is why I usually wait for the cash amount to show up so that I'm not tricking myself that I have more money. So I am going to mark this as unpaid. We'll click on that and we'll mark that as unpaid. And here up top, September bills due is restored to $29.22.65. Let's go back to bills. So now it's showing here that the bills that I have coming up for the month of September, and of course the month of October, since I added that bill, is my rent, my auto loan, my personal training. Right underneath that though, I have paid bills. So what this is telling me is that Mint has automatically identified certain bills for me and considered them paid because it saw the transaction. Furthermore, with your bills, anytime you click on a bill, you have this icon here that we saw earlier in transaction. This is the setting icon. Let's click on it and see what we can do with this icon. When you click on this, you have a few options. You can edit details, you can delete the bill, you can hide it from your bills, you can mark it as being auto paid, or you have more bill settings. We'll soon go to the bill settings section. But for now on, let's explore each one of these settings options. If we wanted to edit details, we can click on this and we go back to this pop-up window that we saw earlier when I was adding the bill. Let's go ahead and save. If we needed to edit, we can edit that here, $23.86. I could edit the amount. I could edit the type of bill that's due. I could edit the name of my bill, maybe make it whatever my apartment complex is /rent. I could edit the date and the frequency. So I really don't want to edit anything, so I would X out of this. We can delete. Let's click on that. So when you delete, deleting rent will permanently wipe all its data from Mint. If you want to keep your past data but no longer use /need this account, try hiding it in the settings instead of deleting it. Please keep in mind that deleting this account removes all related bills and payment history for Mint. For any issues, please contact the support team by using the Contact Mint form. To permanently delete rent, type delete. I love this because this is how, for somebody like me who has a 10-year history with Mint.com, I like that it's really forcing me to think about whether or not I want to delete this. So if we actually wanted to delete it, add here delete, and now this delete section is in green and we will click delete. I don't want to delete it, so I'm going to remove the deleted, that term in the box, and this is gone back to, it's grayed out again, and as you can see, I cannot delete it. So this is like, hey, signature in a way, because this is a big decision. Let's X out of this, and let's see how do we hide from bills. Let me hide this. You click on this and it hides it, and this is gone. So anyhow, if I wanted to hide it, I could hide it. Since I have auto pay on this personal training bill, I'm actually going to click on auto pay, and it marks it as auto pay. And every time that bill comes through, Mint is going to recognize it and record it as paid. The last section under the settings is more bill settings. Let's go to that section and explore that section a little bit more. So the settings section, this needs to be a good overview in and of itself because there are lots of great things you can do in the settings section. But right now we are specifically looking at our bills. If you wanted to see which bills you have specifically added and not necessarily the ones that Mint has called out as bills that they've recognized as part of your transactions, you will do so in the settings section under billers, or in your bill section, just like you saw me doing, by clicking the settings gear. You can land in this window. The first bill you can see is the one that I most recently added. Rent was added a couple of days ago, so it's showing up below personal training, which I just added. Right here under the settings, this settings gear or icon, I can delete the bill, but we've already established that we do not want to do so. And right underneath that, you have the title of personal training and then the amount. And there's a little drop down arrow right next to it. Let's click on that. When you click on it, you can edit any information you wanted to edit here. You can edit the name, you can edit the status, is it active or is it inactive? You can render it inactive. You can edit the type of bill. You can edit the amount. You can edit the date, and you can also edit the frequency. Since we really didn't edit anything, we do not need to save. I'm going to click on the drop down arrow again to minimize that. Under rent, let's go ahead and click on this. Name, active, and here I could actually name this rent because this is my rent. And then I will click save. Now at the very top here, you can add an account. We don't specifically want to add an account, but we are going to add another bill here. Let's call this bill utilities. Let's say it's $55, and it's going to happen on the 11th, and it's going to be every 2 months. We'll save that. We'll add another bill. Let's say this one is Apple TV Plus. So this is $6.99, and this is going to be due on the 6th, and this is going to be monthly. We'll save that. Let's go back to bills. This took me back to the bills section, but I want to go to the bill setting. So I'm going to click on more bills. So as you can see here, all of my bills have showed up based on when they are due. September 6th, Apple TV. September 11th, utilities. September 24th, auto loan. October 2nd, personal training. And rent is not showing up with the date. So let me edit this detail and add the date here as due on September 1st. This is going to be monthly, and we'll save that. Let's go back to settings and bills so we can review the bills again. I was wrong. I thought these lined up based on when I added them. However, they line up by alphabetical order. And I guess I'm starting to see that as a trend for Mint. They like organizing things by alphabetical order because it just makes things a lot easier. So all the bills that you manually add, you can come back here, look at all of them, and manage them from this section. You can look at your hidden bills. So under settings, there is a section called hide bills. This is great. In this section, you can hide bills to exclude them from the bills section of Mint. Your data is still here, it's just hidden, because that's a lot better than deleting them. In the list of all of your bills, the one you yourself added, like Apple TV, and the one that Mint has identified as bills for you are also here. So if you wanted to, you could hide some of that, and it automatically saved it, but I'll unhide that, and that would automatically save as well. Very convenient. Let's go back to the bill section. So the bills that I've added are now showing up in orange. I added a bill on the 6th that's showing up under Apple TV on the calendar. I added a bill on the 11th for utilities that's showing up here. And the 24th, I added an auto loan bill. So all of the bills that you have show up under different colors. This is great. So that is a quick overview of the bills section of mint.com. And here on the calendar, Mint is going to track most of these bills, I believe, until the end of the year. And the good thing here is, if you've already set up your calendar, you only need to do it one time. All of your bills will be on here. Thank you so much for watching this part of our tutorial. I will see you in the next section.